Okay, so today I'm here to show you guys our favorite eco-friendly toddler mealtime products. I literally have a box filled of goodies over here, and I just want to say first and foremost that I am not here to give you like a full in-depth review about everything. I'm not here to give you prices and numbers and facts and all that good stuff that I normally do, because this would be literally an hour long because I have so many products. Just know that I've been using all these products for a really long time. We love them. If they broke tomorrow, I would repurchase them. I will have a link to every single item down below for you guys, so if you see something you want, you can go ahead and check it out. And I tried to think of literally every single thing that you could possibly use for mealtime, but I'm sure I missed something. So if I did, make sure you leave it down in the comments your favorite eco-friendly product that I missed. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, I just kind of wanted to start with the actual mealtime idea. So the first thing is plates. Now there's a lot of different plates out there on the market for kids, but when we're talking about eco-friendly, I wanted to look for something that was as far away from plastic as I could get. And I found these wonderful bamboo plates off of Hollar. These have been in favorite videos. I have talked about this before. I love these. They are pretty inexpensive on Hollar, and like I said, I will have a link for you guys to check them out, but they're made with bamboo. They are pretty sturdy. They are very nicely made. I've never had any problems with them. Love, love, love them. And then for bibs, because my girls still desperately need bibs, they are very messy eaters, we have loved the Tommee Tippee bibs for literally as long as I can remember. I've tried fabric bibs, I've tried other ones, but these are just so convenient because they're made of like a silicone type material where you can throw it in your sink when you're washing dishes and scrub these clean, hang them up to dry, and they're good to go. That's why we love them so, so much. Like, I just know that they're constantly going to be clean. I kind of stink at laundry, so I'm not always the best about getting stuff in there and getting it washed and cleaned, but we always need bibs, so I love that for this reason. I'm not 100% of what these are made of because couldn't find it on the internet, but I do know that even if this isn't made of silicone, there are a ton of different silicone bib options that are exactly like this. And then for silverware, we actually don't buy anything special for our kids. With the set that we got off our wedding registry forever ago, it came with salad forks and then soup spoons, which is like, you know, the proper way you're supposed to use your silverware, but technically these are just our kids' silverware. So it's a smaller fork and it's a smaller spoon, but this is what we give our kids when they're ready. Now I will say we hold off on the fork for a while because, you know, like most people are concerned about a toddler jamming it in their mouth, you know, they're gonna do that. So for a long time, especially because we're still cutting up food anyways, we'll just give them a spoon to work with to really just get the idea of like scooping things in and getting it to their mouth. And we don't buy anything special. I really like that. And if we ever need more, we'll just go out and buy a whole nother silverware set, because who doesn't run out of silverware? I know I do. So we have loved doing this, and it's worked really well with both girls. I should have said that from the beginning. I have two toddler girls. I have Sophie, who is 3.5, and Remy, who is almost 2. So these have been put to the test, let me tell you. So the next thing I wanted to mention was a bowl, because obviously some nights we don't really eat a whole bunch, you know, like we don't have side dishes or anything, like chili night. Really don't serve anything else with chili, so I need a bowl. Love, love, love the Silikids. This is a silicone bowl with a reinforced stainless steel rim, so it's nice and sturdy. This is amazing. It also comes with a lid, so you could use it as like underneath, you could use it as a plate, and when you go ahead and press down the middle, it becomes suction cupped, can't come off. So it can be a lot of different things for you, but we use it as a bowl. I know it might look small, but it holds a lot. Like, it holds the amount of pasta that I eat, so it's a really decent sized bowl. Love that. And then the next thing I was on the hunt for a really long time, and even though my kids aren't necessarily going to use this the same way I had imagined, you know, right now given their age, I wanted to find a bento box that was plastic free. I have seen so much about these bento boxes, especially with kids who are in school, and they look amazing. They look really convenient for both parents and for kids because, you know, it's all right there for everybody and they're easy to clean. It's just kind of one thing. But I wanted a plastic-free option. So I went on the hunt and I actually found one from EcoLunchbox. So that is where this little guy is coming from. And actually the set that I got came with this little pod, so it goes inside. I'll show you. This top part is silicone and it pulls away really easily. That was one of the things that I wanted to look for. There are obviously a lot of stainless steel lunch boxes, but I wanted something that was leak proof and also really easy easy for my kids to open. You know, I'm sure by the time they're in school age, they could definitely, you know, master those kind of metal hinges, but I felt like this was genius. You know, my kids could definitely pull this off no problem. It's really deep, and you don't have to put this other pot in there. You could just put their food, and this could be a little thing on the side. You can also buy these separately, so if you want more to make, you know, like a shape in their lunchbox, but you can put it down inside. And these are leak proof. You know, I was kind of wondering if they were. I have tested it out with water, yogurt, what is applesauce, so many different things, cottage cheese, that's one of Remy's favorites. Nothing leaks out of these boxes. I love them so much, and like I said, my girls aren't school age, but we still use them constantly. As you can see, this is wet because I just washed it, but we use these a ton, and I think it's a great option, especially if your kid is in school age. And they actually just released a tiered kind of bento box, which I thought was really interesting, but it wasn't going to get here before the video, so I didn't order it. But definitely check out EcoLunchbox if you're looking for something like that. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about was cups, more specifically sippy cups. Now, I have been on the hunt for some kind of plastic-free option for sippy cups for a really long time. And for the longest time, what I settled with was the Munchkin 360 cup. Now, it's not entirely plastic-free because right up here, that's plastic, but the reservoir that the milk is being held in is plastic free, so that makes me feel really good. And I don't know, they've just held up really well, and they are pretty decently priced, so I was pretty happy with this. We do have other sippy cups as well, but I was just looking for something that could be easily replaced, and it's really affordable. And then I came across a 100% plastic-free kind of sippy cup option, and it's really not expensive at all. So I got this bamboo cup off of Hollar, just like what I did with the plate. And then these are Silikid kind of sippy cups, if you will. So I have a full review on these, but basically you just take this, let me get this straw in my hand. So you take this and you stretch it and you put it over the cup. So let me show you. I have to rest it on my knee so I can show you guys what it looks like. But basically you can put these tops on anything, and if you choose a plastic free cup, then you have a plastic free sippy cup option for you. And I thought that was so cool, so I just did this on the fly, so it's not perfect, but that is what it would look like. With two little things, you have a 100% plastic free option, and they do have a straw lid and straw like I showed you guys, so it's the same concept. You stretch it out, you put the straw in. My toddlers love these, and I really love them too. Speaking of cups, I also want to mention some open cups, which again can be paired with those Silikid toppers, and you have, you know, a plastic-free sippy cup. But you know, there are those kids who don't need the sippy cup lids anymore, or don't drink out of a sippy cup. So I wanted to mention these. Again, this is the bamboo Hollar cup. This is the Silikids silicone cup. It does have a reinforced stainless steel, just like the bowl does. This is also really sturdy, so you could use either of those cups in conjunction with the silicone sippy cup toppers or by themselves. Really great option. And then something else that I looked for a really long time, just like the bento box, was a water bottle. It is something that I've been looking for such a long time, not only for my kids but for myself. I just wanted something that was going to keep water cold if we're out and about. Obviously during the summer, hot temperatures, we're going places, we don't always have a cooler or something to keep stuff cool. But I also wanted it to be plastic free. And I settled with the Pura Kiki. Like I said, we have just their regular non-insulated sippy cups, and we love them. So obviously when I saw that they had insulated ones, I was like, I know I'm gonna love them. I was already biased towards it. So this is what like a kid kind of version looks like. It'll come with a travel lid, and then this is the topper that I have on right now because Sophie drank out of this last. And basically that's just what the inside looks like. And they do have these nice little kind of like skins on them, but they're totally removable. And they actually just came out with this bottom part not too long ago. I'm in love with this because the only thing is that sometimes my Pura Kikis get dented from being dropped. Not anymore. So I love that, and it's just a nice little accessory to have on there, especially if you're going out and about, because if they get dropped on gravel, it just makes me cringe. So I love the fact that they have these now. They just fit really well on them. And one of the best parts about Pura Kiki is that the tops are interchangeable. So if you saw, I had what they call, I believe, the sports top up here, and I've actually taken this water bottle for myself. I was going to plan on using it for the kids, and I still do. Like if we're all going to drink water and I need some extra to pour into their water cups later, I'll bring this along. But you know, at home it is mom's. So I have have the spout lid on mine, as you can see, but over here I did show you that Sophie has more of like a traditional sippy cup kind of lid, but they also have straw spouts. And then they also, this is what it will look like with the extra straw part, but we already have that. And then they also do sell bottle nipples as well. So no matter what age your child is or how old you are, you can find something for you, which is really awesome. And they all fit within themselves. Like this little rim right here on the top, it's the same for all the bottles. So I can literally take this one that was on Sophie's and I can put it right on mine. It just looks like a giant sippy cup now. Look at that. So it's really awesome. I love Pura Kiki, and as far as the insulation, it stayed really, really cool. It says up to 8 hours, but honestly, I leave my water overnight on the counter a lot of times, and by the time I get to it after breakfast and wrangling the girls and everything, it's been more about like 12 hours, and it's still cold. So I have absolutely loved the insulated Pura Kiki Stainless bottles. So if you're looking for a plastic-free water bottle, definitely these are your go-to products. One thing I don't have, and that's because we don't use one, but if you're looking for a placemat, Silikids also does sell those. Silicone, they're great. I've heard that they wash really well. Again, it's kind of like the same concept with the bib that I showed you. You can just go ahead and throw it in your dirty dishes in the sink and clean it up real quick, and I would love that. But we personally don't use placemats because we just haven't ever really gotten the habit of it, but I did want to mention it because I know some people like live and die by those. And the last category that I wanted to talk to you guys about were the snack items. This is something that I've really been looking for as well, and it kind of all started with the snack cup. Now I really wish that I hadn't forgotten what I needed to show you at my mom's house, but I did. So basically there are these Boon lids. They are made of silicone. You can put them on any cup. So again, if you have a Silikid cup or if you have the Hollar bamboo, you just put one of these Boon slip covers over it and you have a snack cup that's 100% plastic free. Mind blown. So right there, there's your like on-the-go snack cup. But if you're looking for more of like a pouch, I have been loving these Bumpkins bags. Really inexpensive on Amazon. They're just made of fabric and they honestly don't get dirty, like really at all. I've put berries and stuff in here and it's held up really nicely. As you can see, it's like white and I haven't had any staining issues or anything. It's like the perfect size for also like a sandwich or any kind of like dry snacks for the girls. I like this to like put extra snacks in my diaper bag, and then I'll give them more later. And then lastly, something that I was looking for was some kind of reusable snack pouch. Whether you're putting baby purees, yogurt, smoothies, or even just using it as a water bottle, like just some kind of reusable pouch, because there are plenty out there, but I wanted something that was as plastic free as it could get, and I'm really happy with what I found, and it's called Squeasy. So I do have a couple different sizes. This is their 6 ounce and this is their 16 ounce, and they have a ton of different colors, but I have loved these. I've used them just with water in them and they don't leak. I've put smoothies in them, and like I said, I've even put yogurt in them, just whatever you want. And like, you know, this would be like a perfect little size pouch, or even 3.5 ounce for some baby food. This would be amazing. And obviously if water's not going to leak out of this, nothing else is. So I really love these, and the way they don't leak is because they actually have like a little stopper inside. It's this red mechanism, so it slows everything down, which is great. So it's more of like a controlled flow by how your child's eating, which is awesome. The girls love these. They go bonkers over them. And something really cool about them is that you can turn them completely inside out to wash them. So you can literally get every nook and cranny. Even though with them being silicone, I don't really think it would be that hard just to get like a bottle brush down inside there, but you can flip them completely inside out, which is pretty cool. But we have loved these. I just can't wait for the summertime when we're using these like at the zoo and stuff when I pack our own lunches, because I know it's going to be so amazing. So that is everything as far as toddler mealtime products. I hope I did a good job. Like I said, I tried to think of everything, but I'm sure I missed a couple things here and there. But like I said, let me know if I missed anything down below. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.